Welcome back everybody to another Let's Play episode of Supreme Ruler 2020 as California. Last off we did have to deal with a little problematic war with what was the British Columbia right up around here. And of course we still have to deal with, well, not essentially at war, but yeah, a little bit of problem with Colorado, which are not going to last long. And last time I did ponder of whether or not if I should break my alliance with Oregon, so to speak, or should I keep it. And I actually did a little private test to see what happens, and let's just say it's a disaster. It was I'll just say that it was a massive disaster by breaking my alliance. And remember, I have put the world volatility at very high, the highest setting. So yeah, I made way too many enemies and my economy just, well, yeah, my economy just went really deep recession to the point of depression. So that didn't quite end well, so forget it. I'm decided not to break off my alliance with any of my allies, so forget it. But anyway, let's continue. Well, last time we were trying to keep up with the demand as California itself had little resources, and of course everything has skyrocketed. And trying to build up as much as I can. And what is this? Oceanic Complex Facility and ore mine. Alright. Might as well, come on. To get these out of the way. Alright. While everything's being built, after a quick look. Alright then, while everything is being built, let's take a look at the world. I already mentioned Colorado, so there's no need to point things out. Illinois is long gone. Now a complete mess of this area with Michigan, Kentucky, mostly Indiana, and slightly also an occupation by Wisconsin as well. Not much there. DC is DC, or Washington DC, is still here. Don't see the point of that. All the other places and all the other parts of the states, not much is going on. Even though there probably are wars going on, but they're not much. War with Texas and Mexico is, well, the war between Mexico and Texas is a bit stalled. I shouldn't be surprised, considering Texas has a bit of a supply problem. Can't be surprised about that. Anybody else? I was gonna test, but I decided, why not just make an alliance with the UN Protectorate? The same with, who else? Here in Europe, I guess Ireland would do. Gotta deal with the Irish. And let's take a look at the European situation. I didn't cover last time because it turns out Marseille is at war with Barcelona. And it seems like Barcelona is in the middle of a two-front war with Paris as well. And, whoops. Looks like Paris has made a very minor advance, but the English are not going to make any movement whatsoever to former French territory. I don't know what's going on, because usually when Britain was a whole, whenever France and Britain go to war, the British would always usually, as far as I know, would cross their troops over the channel into the town of Calais. So I really don't know what's with the AI, but I really can't complain. Now, could I? As for Germany's, East Germany, okay. Well, East Germany is in a massive debt, and their economy is not doing well. South Germany is not so lucky as well, their capital is getting dangerously close to being taken, while the Swiss, well, they've made some advances, but most of the troops are still here. I don't get why they're not advancing forward. The same with the Hungarians as well. I don't get it. The Poles are pushing forward. Oh, and West Germany is closing in on Denmark. Even though they're still strong, it seems. But for how long? Who knows. Elsewhere... Okay, now this is a really ugly mess. Moscow is truly fucked up. It truly isn't. Poland? And England as well. Hold on, let me deal with Poland first. Lump of... Okay, I guess that would be fine. We could use the money. No, wait, not England. Alabama. My mistake. Sorry. Sorry to anybody from Alabama. I completely got your state flag mixed up with England for some reason. Even though I'm sure they're not identical. Let me take a look. No, they're not. No, they're not. Sorry. But, yeah, Alabama. Why not? We need more allies anyway. And, what else? Free labor and missile defense. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. Going back to Europe. Yes, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Moscow is... Yeah, it's so... This is a really ugly look. This is an ugly look. But another nation, Belarus, is also not looking good. Looks like Ukraine will conquer eventually. That, and it is a dictatorship. Huh. Elsewhere, not a lot is going on up here. Oh, and oh yeah, well, with the exception of Serbia being gone, and what is with this look? Oh, wait, Serbia is still around, but they're not gonna last long. Eventually, maybe. On the Italian land. Wait, what? Oh, Milan's at war with Marseille. I thought there was something odd here, and the same with... Wait, is Rome also at war? No. No, they're not. Okay, then. Mixed progress going on, whatsoever. Where else? Morocco and Algeria are at war. Not so sure. Looks like... Yeah, it looks like Algeria's making large advances. Anywhere else going on? Anybody else in conflict? Yikes. Let's take a look at the Congo Democratic Republic, or CDR, for short, as I like to call it. Huh. They only have to contend with Angola, Botswana, and the Congo. But down here, South Africa has yet to take the goddamn capital of Botswana. And yes, I have checked, this is the actual capital of Botswana. Yet for some reason, South Africa is not moving in. What can you do? Who else are they at war with? Congo, Eritrea, and Ethiopia. Well, as for the... Well, Sudan is making large progress into Ethiopian territory. I don't know. Looks like Ethiopia might become part of Sudan instead. Middle East. Okay, looks like the war Israel has gotten itself into is in a stalemate. Lebanon is, well, I'm not so sure if you can call it liberated by Syria. And Egypt is has seemed to have made attempts to push forward, but this Israeli forces have pretty much held everybody back. And who else are they at war with? Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Iran and Iraq. Which, if I recall, yes, Iran is at war with several neighbors, including Armenia, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Oman. If I could recall where Oman is. Here they are. I always keep forgetting for some reason. Pakistan, and Saudi, I already said Saudi Arabia, and Syria. So Iran is in the middle of a multi-front war. Interesting. As for the Indo-Pakistani war, it's anything but a stalemate between these two countries. Up here, in what was a mixture of both either the former Soviet Union and Russia, not a whole lot's going on. Asia, on the other hand, the new Chinese Civil War and the new Sino-Vietnamese War, or Second Sino-Vietnamese War, as I guess it would be called. Just in case you don't know your history, that there was a conflict between China and Vietnam in 1979, or was it 1980? I could be wrong on my information on that. I could be wrong on that, so correct me if you could. As for China, what was China? Tibet is holding off. Same with Uyghuristan. I can't say the name, sorry. Is at war with Northern China, as it seems like Northern China's attempt to move in, but it's not much progress. Inner Mongolia is holding out for some reason, since the Northern Chinese have not moved forces up here to take the capital of Baotou. As for Korea, well, if this keeps up, we may see a brand new Korean Empire born. If Manchuria falls, that is. Which isn't going to be easy if these garrisons, and especially artillery, will prove to be a bit of a headache for the Koreans, it seems. Same could be said between Manchuria's multi-front war against Western and Central Siberia, as well. The same could be said with Northern China and Inner Mongolia, so it's only a matter of time before Manchuria falls. Down here, well, it does look like Taiwan has made some attempts to land, other than just sending their ships out. But whether or not if they could successfully land anything remains to be seen because of the AI. Will be interesting if they try to take towns of Pingtan and Guanjing and maybe try to attempt to land here, but AI being stupid, I'm not surprised. Are these loaded? No, they're not. So that's a bit disappointment. Down here, such as Indonesia and Greater Malaysia, which, by the way, have made Singapore their capital. There's not much going on. Australia, New Zealand, which I better check to see if it's possible to make an alliance. Yes, it is. Why not? I keep saying why not. Papua New Guinea. More alliances. Who else? Indonesia or East Timor. There's so many potential allies now, but I'm not too sure who to choose next now. At the moment, at least, after making my alliances with with New Zealand and Papua New Guinea. Elsewhere, oh yeah, South America. How's the war going on here? Brazil is somewhat advancing, but at the same time the Argentinians are holding them off, so that's interesting. Wait, are they at war with... No, they're not. But who else are they at war anyway? Bolivia? This will be not interesting, but there's no way to cross into any of these towns.